So this video is for any man who wants to have more freedom over their schedule, be able to work when you want, take time off when you want, be able to make extra money when you want, and so on. So I've used Fedex, a corporate job, like a regular job where anybody can get hired with a pulse. Literally, you can be a felony, or you can have a felony on your record. They'll hire anybody, and it's a hard job. You're moving very heavy boxes a lot of the time. But what I love about Fedex is you're able to get consistent hours, and they have an app. So for anyone looking for a job, looking to get ahead quick, and kind of get in, get out, you don't have to stay with them long term. They have an app that lets you pick up extra shifts. And I've used this to work crazy overtime, like take homes of over $1,000, way more than that even too. And if you're taking home $1,000, $2,000 in some weeks, like I've done, no exaggeration, you can move your life ahead faster, way faster, right? Than, if you're only taking home $500, $400 a week. So anyway, you can pick up extra shifts on the app. And one little hack that I've realized, if you come in during the third shift, they always need help. Like, you don't even have to pick up the shifts on that app. So technically you're able to work more hours than what you're allowed, technically. And it depends on the time of the season. Sometimes they don't care. Other times they don't want you to work over 40 or 45 or 50 hours. Now, I've clocked 95 hours. I've done 108 hours, 73, 83, 60. I've done all the biggest weeks you could ever do. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 in a week. And it's an amazing feeling when you're taking home $1,500. Like, you pay tax, you take home that money, you can slide, depending on your expenses, you can slide virtually 70, 80% or more of that whole paycheck. I used to move entire paychecks into my savings accounts because I was paying like $700 for rent, and I didn't have a bunch of stupid expenses. I don't go out and buy all these fucking designer clothes. So that is a huge life hack if you are hardworking and disciplined enough to really get ahead in life. And I'm not even kidding. Like, it is a hard job. You have to have physical stamina. You have to have mental will to put in even 40, 50 hours in a week, let alone anything more. But anyway, that's just Fedex. And what I love about them too is, remember this, they have an occasional package handler program where whether you're part-time or full-time, you get hired on. After a month, you can drop down to occasional. That's what I am. You only have to work 2 shifts a month to stay employed, and they can be any 2 shifts. 1 month, I literally worked 2 shifts that totaled like 5 hours. I didn't even work like an equivalent of 1 shift for me to stay employed in their system. And for me to have the ability, like any week, I'm like, okay, I want to pick up 6 shifts, 45, 50 hours, and then take the next 2 weeks off. I can do that. You can do that with their occasional package handler program, which is something I love that. I think that's a blessing, a massive blessing in a job like that. That's why I'm talking about this, because I know if I would have known about these things years ago, bro, I would have been doing things totally differently from years ago, from the very start probably. And another thing I do, I make money with my car with Lyft. And Lyft is just one option, right? You got Uber, you got DoorDash, you got food delivery. I like Lyft here in Columbus, Ohio, because it's very popular for the students, and it's just worked. It's been very reliable. Any day I want to make an extra 50, 70, 80 bucks, I can go out and drive around. The little timer's going off right now. I'm getting a Lyft request while I'm making this video, and it's just another blessing because I get to set the hours. I could work in the morning. Sometimes it's busier in the afternoon or the evening, excuse me. And let's say like over this past weekend, I made like over $450 in a couple nights for Memorial Day, right? So I'm able to, you know, maybe I spent $60 on gas, so I make $400, right? I can cash that out to my bank account immediately. So that's another thing. If you're like tight on bills, you're working a full-time job, and you use this as your schedule, or excuse me, use this as your part-time hustle, dude, it is a very quick way to get real cash. And like I said, you can do it anytime you want. So like I'm getting drive requests as I'm making this video. I don't have to accept those because I'm making a video, and I can take rides up later tonight. So I love that, the schedule flexibility that Lyft provides, and the immediate cash payout. I drive a 2007 car, and I'll tell you that you want to have, in order to do it, you want to have at least a 2007 vehicle. The newer, the better. If you got a 2009, you got a 2010, 2012, you will have more options if you decide to move states, right? And another cool thing is, let's say you want to move state, as long as your vehicle, like I said, is eligible in that state. Like for me, 2007, I can drive Lyft in, I think, North Carolina, South Carolina, even Arizona, Phoenix, Tucson, Flagstaff, Ohio, all of Ohio. So if I want to go on a little adventure around Ohio, I want to go to South, I want to check out the Hocking Hills, right? I can do that, and I can still make money while I'm on the go. I can still make money with Lyft wherever I'm at, and down south in Dayton, in Hocking Hills, in Athens, and all those kind of areas, right? Until I get out of Ohio, then I can't do Lyft unless I transfer my stuff and my vehicle is eligible. Another thing is plasma. If you have been living anywhere, I recommend selling plasma. It's pretty damn easy. Twice a week, you can make a minimum extra $120 a week. And I've done that the last 6 months. If you're a new donor, if you're a brand new donor, you have to share proof of your physical address. So that is something you might be hard to get around, but even if you're staying in a hotel or whatever, you should be able to get mail sent there. Get your mail, you can go donate, and as a new donor, you make $800 to like $1,000 in the first month. All right, so those are some major like hustles that I can do those anytime I want. I can pick up shifts with Fedex basically anytime I want, any shift that's available, Lyft and so on. And then making money online is something I've done as well. I have affiliate programs I've had success with, like Brian Tracy affiliate program, Power Lead System, Asante Organics. And basically I do this. I do videos. I talk about the products. I talk about what it can do for people, post some pictures, some quotes, build relationships with people online. I've done that for like 5 years full time at one point. And that's just another very easy extra income stream. So I hope that kind of gives you some ideas to kind of free up your life. But that's it for this video. And if you got questions about Lyft, about FedEx, about plasma, about making extra money, kind of being your own gig economy, right? You don't want to be just stuck in a corporate job where you're miserable and you're doing the same thing every day and your pay is the same. You have no flexibility, you have no options, and you feel like you're not progressing, you're not meeting people, and you're not exploring, you're not, getting out and traveling and adventuring. Like, those are things I love to do. I love to get out in nature, meet up with people I know from wherever, online, offline, meet new people. Like, that's life, man. So there's always a way to improve your life if you're willing to learn and do the hard work. Sometimes you need to work 60 hours a week, you need to donate, you need to stack bread to buy yourself time, to give yourself more options. And then from there, it's kind of like all about how you spend your money, right? It's about how you spend your money, how you save your money. I like to save a very high percentage of all my income. And I've made habits about, I never spend my plasma card money. I have a lot of money saved up from that because I just donate and it goes to an automatic savings card. And same with Lyft. A lot of times I'll cash out, like this last weekend, and I'll save like almost 80% of what I earn. And just be smart. Cut expenses, cut the bullshit stuff you don't need. Stop eating out so much, or at least spending very expensive meals and stuff that's not necessary. So hope these tips help. Let me know if they do. Let me know if you have any kind of questions.